Okay, and welcome back to another episode of the Saucy Boys. I go by the name of Chaku,
My name is Michael Stokes.
and welcome back. You know, every time I say my name, I'm like Chaku, and I'm like out like doing a gig. People for some reason think I'm saying taco,
Taco.
and so they're like, "Oh,
Taco?
taco, that's cool."
Cool, I'm going to look you up, Taco.
I'm like, no, not taco, Chaku, Chaku.
That reminds me of a time, a long time ago. I went to a place for a birthday party called Laser Quest. Do you remember this place?
Dog, Laser Quest was my shit.
Crazy thing is, we live right down the street from where it used to be. One of them. I know there was another one all the way over out there by Inver Park Mall. Yeah. And back then, Dragon Ball Z was the hot thing. It just dropped. So we were all like, when we got in there, they're like, what do you want your name to be? And we were all like saying DBZ characters. I said Vegeta. And my friend said, what's his name? What's the other one?
Goku, Krillin.
Yeah, it was Goku. Yeah, I think it was Goku. And then when we got in there, that bitch made my name Fajita, and his name was Tofu, because she just, it was back in the day. Like it wasn't everywhere. It wasn't a big deal like that. But yeah, bitch didn't know, and it pissed me off. Needless to say, it was the worst game of Laser Quest I ever played in my life. Fajita.
Like, who was in first place? Tofu was in first place, and Fajita came close second.
And then another one said Kakarot, and she put carrot. And I was like, this hoe.
Like, bitch, you just think about food all day?
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. Like, these kids are weird. Can't believe they want their names to be that.
Oh, man.
Anyways, let's get let's do a rundown real quick for this week of the show. We got a brand new Bevy coming to you called the Thanksgiving Margarita. We're going to be talking about reading the room. We'll be talking about mall pet peeves. And then on Music Corner on the 14th of November, it was the 18th anniversary of Black Album. So we're going to do a little revisit to that 2003 Jay-Z album.
Yo. Okay, well, since this is my week and I am the bearer of Bevy, I'm about to dive in like Trey Songz.
Turn these around for the camera.
So, for this week, we have the since we're doing cocktails, I actually did some research, and little did I know that I completely missed the fact that Mike said he was gonna make this drink, and I made it before him. So
it's all good.
Yeah, so I'm doing the Thanksgiving margarita, and the ingredients are apple cider, some tequila, and then pumpkin liqueur. Tequila
of your choice. We choose Teremana.
Teremana.
Tequila.
All right. So, anyways, and then the glass, the rim of the glass is coated with brown sugar and cinnamon.
Wow. And is that a cinnamon stick too?
And
right
there's
on top?
a little cinnamon stick for garnish.
Wow.
So yeah,
this nigga really outdid himself. What is going on?
Yeah, I had to pull it together, baby.
You gotta shave your facial hair and just have the mustache.
Yeah.
And then wear like a fucking vest and a bow tie to work. And just, start making drinks like these.
I'm not DJing tonight. I'm bartending. So yeah. So I followed the directions, and hopefully it tastes good. So we about to try this real quick. And if you're on, see, I can't fucking talk tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me. If you're on your way to work and you're preparing your drinks with us, if you're watching this, whatever, take this moment to take a sip with us, or
Well, one more thing. Where'd you get the recipe from? Was it liquor.com?
Man, honestly, I just been scouring Google.
Just Googled it? Okay, yeah. So you can find the recipe on Google if you didn't, if you don't want to rewind.
I'm pretty sure there's different variations of the Thanksgiving margarita, but, for the simplest one, which is why I clicked on that one, is the simplest one.
Exquisite.
I was a little worried, though. I didn't think I was going to be able to find the cinnamon sticks, for the garnish.
You found them at HEB?
I did. That's all I was looking for to complete the whole joint.
Henry Edward Butt, my guy.
So yeah, let's try this real quick.
Let's do this shit. Let's get this shit. What I like. Yeah. Cheers. Clanks. Wow. Bro. Oh man, you know what that tastes like? It tastes like an apple pie. It tastes like I'm eating like a Little Debbie apple pie or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like apple pie from McDonald's. That's really fucking good.
Thanks, man.
My guy.
I appreciate that, man.
Thanks, bro.
I put a lot of hard work into that
This
shit,
guy.
man.
Hey, I came in, he was all quiet, hard. He was fucking focusing and shit.
I was back in there, mixologist and shit.
This guy. Oh man, I'm gonna take this home. I'm gonna take this this recipe home, dog.
You can even take the pumpkin liqueur.
What? This pumpkin liqueur?
Liqueur.
Nah, you gotta keep that, bro. You never know. You might have a little party over here.
Mm-hmm.
You want some pumpkin spice liqueur? But this is good as shit.
I've outdone myself.
Hey, nah, this is definitely 10 out of 10. Try again, 10 out of 10. I do recommend. You need to try this, listeners. You got some time. The month of November, we still got some days left in here, so you got some free time. Try this out. This is really good.
I'll tell you this. I done came a long fucking way from taking shots of Jameson.
we're maturing as drinkers.
Oh my goodness, he's just trying different things.
People will be proud of us.
This is amazing. This is amazing. Hercules. Oh shit. Yeah. Let's go ahead and jump into these topics.
Yeah, man. So, first off,
fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. Sorry, I had to do it.
I think we gotta mention it, man. Like the internet is probably melting down right now because the new Spider-Man trailer dropped, but also Drake and Kanye squashed the beef.
Them niggas is hugging and shit.
So, oh man, the videos get you hyped.
Yeah, they do.
Like they make me want to leave here and go to his set and just be partying all night long.
We're going to Drake's house.
Like, yeah, we gotta go. Chappelle's there.
The address is on Google.
I can't believe it. Like everybody's there.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and I feel so jealous. That never happens, actually.
I am. I'm a bit jealous.
I'm a little bit.
That'd be dope to just be in a. And I think about it that night we did that show at Merkaba and Dave Chappelle was there.
So you're
and just the energy.
You're two niggas away from Kanye.
I'm 2 niggas away from Kanye. Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
You see what I'm saying? Man. 6 degrees of separation and shit. But it's just
life is good.
2 niggas to Kanye. That's crazy, man.
Shit.
But nah, so I came up with the topic of reading the room. And the reason why I did this was I woke up, I think it was this morning. And, just like most of us sociopaths, I hopped on my phone when I woke up. And I came across a video of Affion Crockett. You know who Affion Crockett is, right?
Yeah.
He was he was on Wild 'N Out for like the original Wild 'N Out for the long. Yeah, OG. Now he's like a comic and he's doing his thing. But he did a show out in Portland, and some white bitch came in.
Hold on. That's where he fucked up.
Yeah.
Because he did the show in Portland. How many white people are out there that don't like black people?
Yeah.
All right, my bad. Go ahead.
No. This Karen ass bitch like walked on stage during his set and tried to hold it up.
Yeah.
Because she was offended. Now, at first I was like, wonder what's going on. Did he single out a specific group? Did he, make a joke about someone's sexual orientations or something like that? And it came to find out he was joking about having sex with his significant other. And the reason why I found that out is because when he's on a stage, he's like trying to give her the time of day. And he's just like, okay, what are you offended by? She's like, well, I'm blah, blah, blah. And that's my husband. And we're offended by your sex jokes. And he's like, so you're offended about me making fun of people having sex? Like,
yeah.
Like with our significant others? That's what you guys do all the time. Like, why are you mad? And it was just like one of those cases where the bitch should have just read the room. Mm-hmm. And realized that she was completely out of pocket for what the fuck she was doing.
But then that too is like everybody that was there was like, yo, like get off this stage.
Yeah,
what are you doing? There was some random chicken from the crowd on the stage like telling her like, yo, go sit the fuck down.
You saw the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it was just crazy. But like I saw that shit and then like there was a comment that someone had posted that I found that's perfect for this situation when it comes to reading the room. And it's okay, so yeah, she was like, people have started to act as if they're perpetually on social media. These places have trained us all to think our opinions are urgently needed at all times. And I was just like, holy fuck, you hit the nail on the head. And it's like that's the issue with today is like we're all fucking glued to our phones, we're all on social media, and these are these places where like even when your opinion's not warranted, you can say whatever the fuck you want. And some of these people just never had the fear of getting punched in the face.
Me and you had this conversation inside. So there's a lot of people that like say a lot of shit over text or like on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's just like you could tell they never been punched in their fucking mouth. And that's the most frustrating thing is because, like me, I'm not like a violent person, but a lot of these people, like, they try to push buttons to that point. But it's like, bro, like, if we were face to face, like, you would never say the shit that you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you would never. And then if you did, you would puss out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of people get amped up with this social media shit and they think shit is sweet. And then when people hit them with some real shit, they're like,
niggas think it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's on sight. But it's just so crazy that, like, I feel like we've devolved. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a society. But nah, definitely that was the thing that popped in my head after seeing that video. It was just like, this bitch has never been punched in the face.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe like her being on social media too much is like just basically train her to think that, well, my opinion matters everywhere.
Like I can stop a whole fucking show. Mind you that, you know, you paid for a ticket, and not only did you pay for a ticket, but everybody else in that fucking room paid for the ticket, and you're paying for the ticket to go see this person perform and do this shit. So why would you hop up in the middle of the show? That's why I never got hecklers,
which is the worst.
Like, that doesn't make no sense. Like, you pay to go see this motherfucker, and then you try to ruin the show. I mean, if that's your job, to like be that guy and just like, because I could see it being like another comedian hating and be like, I'm gonna go fuck up his show. Yeah, cool. But if you just want to like get up there and fucking get on your soapbox, like, no, that's not the space for that shit.
It's wild. I think another thing that I saw was like somebody was like, yo, her argument for being offended is like going to a strip club and being offended for all the nudity that she sees. And I was
like, what? There's titties everywhere.
Like, why is her ass clapping like that?
Ma'am, can you put some shorts on?
Yeah, just getting on stage and be like, no. I can't. I don't want to see this no more.
No, can you stop?
Please come down from the pole.
Slide down this pole.
Young lady, come down. Yes. Be careful. But
that shit is just crazy to me.
Just it's next level. And also when it comes to DJs, I saw a video of like I think it's like a dude
the same day.
Yeah, it was like a DJ and like I think he was in Jamaica, and like some random white lady tried to come up to him and touch his tables.
And the fact that like the whole point of that shit too is like she did touch his shit. Yeah. At first, when I seen that video, and I got hot like watching it. I was like, man,
I almost sent it to you. I was just like, man, if this shit happened, I you better hope I'm not by you, because I probably would have caught the case. Yeah, like that's straight up bitch move, especially because he's probably getting paid by the resort that he's playing. Yeah, to just play like happy island vibe music. Yeah, and this bitch is like, it's too loud. Or whatever the fuck. I couldn't read her lips. But
so I'm gonna give you a few instances after seeing that video, right? So she walks up and she's like just wilding out for one, and we've had people like do that shit before, and it's so fucking annoying, right? But my thing is just like, okay, you're coming to a venue where this venue paid me to be here. They're not paying you to be a fucking customer.
Exactly.
Like, people go to enjoy the environment and do their thing and have fun. And if they don't like places, they leave. The door is wide the fuck open. Mm-hmm. Go somewhere else if you don't like it. If it's too loud, if it's this, don't come and fucking complain to me. Yeah. Because I don't own the place. They hired me there to keep y'all motherfuckers there, keep y'all dancing. And there's always going to be like one person that's just not fucking happy with anything. And I don't understand why you feel it's your place to say, hey, well, you know, I don't like this. Can you play this? Like, no, you could just go fucking open your phone, plug that bitch in, or connect to your Bluetooth, get in your car, and go the fuck home and listen to that song. I don't understand where people get off going up to other people who are getting paid by other people to go and say some stupid shit like that.
Like, I understand if the owner comes to you with their friend and they're like, hey man, can you just put this on for my friend or something?
Yeah,
cool.
I'm like, fuck it,
awesome.
Yeah, okay.
Other than that, you paid me $1,000 to play tropical island vibe music for everybody.
So that's what the fuck I'm gonna do for 2 hours.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have Whitesnake or a Pantera, bitch, or whatever you want to hear at this moment. But yeah, got you so livid.
It's just some people wild out. But then the whole shit with her like trying to get close to the tables and like touch the tables and just act like an asshole.
And then like you see when like security like reached out to stop her, she did the Karen, was like, don't put your hands on me. Like, bitch, no. This is $3,000 equipment you about to fuck with. Like, no.
And it's like, I guarantee not every person's gonna have the money to pay for that shit. Yeah. And that's just the shit that we got to deal with as DJs. And the shit that pissed me off is at the end, she walks up and she like puts her hand on the fucking. I'm like, yo, like I would be It brings me back to when that chick came up and requested Well, I tell you about that party I did, and she came up and threw money on my mixer, and I threw that shit on the floor. I don't get like that normally, but she was testing my patience.
What bitch?
And so I'm like, yo, look. And I told her, I was like, look, I was like, you come up here and do that shit again, I was like, I'll turn all this fucking music off and go home. I was like, I won't have no fucking music. I was like, y'all can sit out here in silence. And she's like, what's your name? Yeah, what's your name? I was like, Chaku. And so she like, whatever. I was like, well, take your money back. And she's like, no, you can keep it. You need it. I was like, bitch, I don't need this. And so I fucking threw it on the floor. That shit's all blowing in the wind. The security guard's like, you want that? I'm like, nah.
You should have got on the mic and be like, yo, I'm making it rain, and just toss that shit up.
Here's this grungy bitch's money if you want it.
Just toss that shit up for everybody in the bar to have, or everybody in the party.
But yeah,
would have been lit.
It's like, don't come up and tell me how to do my fucking job. Like, I don't fucking go to your job and bug the fuck out of you and tell you how to do your shit. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Which, there's a Seinfeld episode that happens.
I ain't got there yet.
I was just watching it the other day where, like, this bitch, like, goes to his comedy show and, like, hackles him. And so, like, they convince him, like, what? It's like, you should be able to do that to her. So he, like, goes to her office building. He's like, ugh, this is what you do all day? Oh, man, you're never going to get nowhere in life if you can't take this. Just, like, shitting on her the whole thing. It's great. It's great. Telling you.
I wish I could do that for every person that's came up and gave me a hard fucking time. I wish I knew where they work so I could just pull up and be like, oh, and just fuck their whole day up.
Just walk in, catch them working at like a shoe store or something.
It's like, oh, you going on lunch break? Not today, nigga. You gotta help me. Surprise, motherfucker, it's me.
That's gonna be the ultimate karma. Is if like somebody fucks you over or just treats you like shit, and then like you just randomly go on like lunch and catch them like being a waiter or somewhere, just like, oh,
dog, I pray for that day. I pray for the day that somebody comes up and just annoys me that fucking bad, and I like figure out where they work. Because I found this chick on social media. She was tagged in a bunch of shit, and I was like,
I could be petty. I could.
Like, it was funny because somebody like posted one of the pictures, and I seen her. I was like, oh, that's that bitch. And I was just like, man. But like, if I could find out where like somebody worked that did some shit like that to me, I would just be the most pettiest human on the fucking earth.
I love good petty.
I'd be Tom Petty.
Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Petty make me happy, man. My girl told me that. She was like, you're so petty. I was like, yeah, but you are too. And like, we just kind of agreed to disagree. You know
I have my moments. But I'm like,
what's the most pettiest thing you've ever done off the top of your head?
Damn. Off top? Damn, yeah. I can't even think. Oh, okay. I wouldn't say this is the pettiest, but long story short, I got replaced for a gig. There was a lot of like shit going on behind my back or whatever. I'm a new guy. I didn't know. And these fellas were having an all black party. And so I showed up wearing all white. And I came in, bought a drink and a shot, and just said hi to everybody and left.
Hey, guys. Hey.
No, nigga, I'm telling you, like, from head to toe, like, white.
White forces.
And I had white Vans on. I think they were, like, the leather. Like, they were all leather, so they were shiny. But I showed up wearing all white. And X was with me at times. He's like, why are you doing this? I was like, just make my point.
You gotta get this off, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta get this off.
God damn, that's crazy.
Trying to be friends, but you fuck with niggas wanna fuck with me, so
I can't personally think of the most petty thing I've ever done. That just, maybe that's a indictment on myself for the amount of petty I've partaken in or something. I've done so much petty I forget.
Have you seen me do anything like petty?
Yeah.
Couple of times?
Yeah.
Not like major though, right?
Like, no, not like super major, but just like anytime like something like you'd have like a falling out or something like that with someone at like a bar, you'd be like, yeah, fuck it, let's just go there. Oh, yeah. I want to see. Oh, they're working tonight. Cool, we going there.
I'm gonna make this motherfucker uncomfortable.
I'm gonna fuck their night up. You just you just like intentionally like waving at them and shit, like just so they make sure they see you. It's just like, God damn it, Chaku.
Oh shit,
that's that hothead,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of people like do shiesty ass shit to me, and they expect me to just be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna take that. No, I'm not gonna take that. Be fucking petty. I'm gonna show up the way you work, and I'm gonna wave at you and try to order drinks.
Order drinks. Tip whoever you're ordering the drinks from real nice. Just so if they're behind the bar like talking shit about you, that other person's like, well, I don't know. You tipped me pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, I do this thing. I did it that one night when them dudes kept asking for like, I kept playing Hispanic songs, right?
Yeah.
Like Latin songs. And then they just kept coming up and asking for more. I'm like, God damn, there's other people here besides you. So I started playing like.
Oh, that was pretty petty, but I egged that on though. When I was like, play YG,
Loco.
Shit.
Yeah, but whatever. I have my petty moments.
Oh,
you just gotta like do something really shitty to me
Yeah.
to bring it out. I don't just do like petty shit just to do petty shit. But you know,
like if it, yeah, you know what I'm saying, man. If you go low, I'm going lower. You know what I'm saying? I don't get even.
sometimes if it's worth it, because sometimes I like seeing that expression on people's face whenever like I know they don't fuck with me and I walk into a spot and they're just like, oh, this nigga Chaco's here.
Nigga, she gasses you up. Holy shit, it's Journey Smollett.
Journey Smollett? No, little Journey Smollett.
Holy shit. That is crazy.
Oh, we didn't mention that the movie playing behind us with the sound off is Jack.
Yes, this movie is kind of problematic because it does feature Bill Cosby in a prominent role. But other than that, it's damn, that's crazy. That's her. Fool. I keep forgetting she's like our age, bro. Like this, I'm watching this shit and it's like a time capsule because I'm like, damn, I went to this elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Like with the everyone's rocking the high tops. My man's rocking LA Gears, bro. You know how bad I wanted some LA Gears? That's crazy.
I think I had a pair.
That's crazy. And that's a cheap shoe. That's wild. LA Gear made a nigga want, it made me mad that I got Nikes.
Cause they had the light up joints, right?
Yeah. That's what they were. They were fucking hot. They were fire, dog. But I've been on that swing set before, bro.
Yeah, like the steel swings.
Like, this is like,
look at the basketball goals.
I've been on this
double
playground.
rim. I hate the double rim.
Oh, fuck that double rim.
What the fuck was that for? The little tube thing. You just crawl through that bitch?
I guess they thought we'd be like reenacting Shawshank Redemption or some shit.
Like the metal trash can thing on the side? Oh, see, they don't want to hoot with Robin.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck
that
with
nigga
him.
dunk on him.
Man, see, if they were smart, they'd have him at center and just feed him the rock. You know what I'm saying?
He'd be in there yamming on little kids.
Fucking them all up. Sorry, we're going off on this little tangent right now. This is actually an interesting movie. I haven't seen this probably since it came out.
I used to do that to the teens at work. I'll ball them up. Just fucking like go and do layups under the legs and shit.
The little bait and switch. You know what my thing was back when I used to hoop? I'd just shoot around, but I'd bullshit to like make motherfuckers think I wasn't good. So
you'd be like fucking up.
Yeah, so like just so they wouldn't think I was decent. Like I couldn't like hold my own. And then when a pickup game got going, I just start going full.
Fucking go off.
Yeah, and they be getting pissed at me and shit.
Like I thought this nigga couldn't hoop. Shit. Who picked him?
What the fuck? But yeah, that was my jam. I enjoyed.
What was that one thing on the playground for? And it was like I never knew what the fuck the game was, but it's like on a pole.
Oh, tetherball?
No, not tetherball. It's like a pole, and at the top of the pole is this thing, and you throw a ball into it.
It's like a funnel.
Comes out one of the sides. It's like 4 different sides. I never knew what that game was.
I know what you're talking about. Same thing. I have no clue what the game was.
I would just be outside of recess just throwing the ball in there like, fuck.
Yeah.
Which hole is it coming out? Try to catch it.
Our thing.
But I ain't never knew the point of that shit.
Our thing was knockout. It was knockout and tetherball. Those were the 2 games. So it's like you had to get in line early for the tetherball courts.
Yo.
And then if they got full, you'd have to go over there to the basketball courts and line up for knockout.
I forgot this kid's name. It was at Randolph, but I used to play him tetherball, and he used to piss me the fuck off because he would do that shit where he would like swing it real low, and then it'd go high and it'd go over my head, and then he would just keep hitting it till it hit the pole, and I was like, it ain't had no fucking chance.
Yeah.
And like every time I get on the court, he'd do that shit to me because I was shorter than him.
That was the issue with it. Like if you played someone short, if you just aimed that bitch higher, you were good. And I've always been like taller than most of my peers.
Yeah, I was tiny in fucking high school. So
any tournaments we had, I was just like, oh fuck, this easy money right here, baby. Just one hit, boom.
That wall ball.
Oh, good old wall ball.
I used to target the fuck out of people. I be hitting niggas in the neck and shit. Yeah.
I love it.
They be like, man, fuck you, DJ.
I love it.
Well, shit. I had a little arm too.
I wanna, if I ever get rich, I want to buy like a gym and then buy all like the balls. Pause. Like those. I don't. What type of
It's like the.
They were like foam. They were kind of like hard foam. Like you can grip them.
The gator balls.
Yeah, that's what it is. The gator ball. Yeah, they had those because when we played dodgeball, oh, it was serious. Played dodgeball. We played kickball.
See, what's crazy is because like they transitioned into using those like foam ones.
Yeah.
But before we was using those big rubber ones, and we was getting fucked up.
Yeah, like we were cracking each other in the face with that shit.
Yeah. What were they called? They were called like points or something like that. I forgot the name of them.
I think so.
The rubber balls, but man, we used to play with those. And then like when I moved down here to Texas, like they had the little foam shit. So,
that's what it was. Like we started with those, and then because like the foam ones they had were like old and worn out.
Yeah.
Then I guess like the funding came through, so they got us like brand new of the foam balls. And the motherfuckers was nice. Yeah. Because they were brand new, so they still had like the buoyancy to them, and like it was nice. But you could still get your shit off.
Hurt. We used to fuck people up with the rubber balls.
How'd y'all play dodgeball? Did y'all do teams on both sides, and then you like put the? I mean, that's the rules of dodgeball.
Yeah, 5 on 5.
And then there's like 5 balls in the middle, and then you run to get them.
Run to get them. I think like you run to get them, you have to like you can't throw it right there. You got to like go back and cross the line. I think.
Yeah, I think like we had to like I think there was like it had to be like the free throw line because we did it on the basketball court, and I remember cracking a kid in the face like as soon as I caught that bitch, and the coach got so fucking mad, man. I was just like, "What you want me to do? I gotta get this off."
So I work on base and like working with the kids on base, we'd play dodgeball with them, but we couldn't call it dodgeball. We had to call it asteroids. Which is fucking weird. I don't know why.
That's strange.
But when we used to play with the teens would fucking throw it hard.
Oh, yeah.
And they like, I mean, some of these teens now are like big as shit. I'm like, how come I wasn't that tall in high school? What the fuck? These niggas are like 5'11", 6 foot, like just big. And they throwing the ball all hard at me and shit. I'm like, okay, bet. Man, I'll be taking some of them teens out. I can't even front. They were like, dang, Mr. DJ, I didn't know you had an arm like that.
My guy, I used to do this.
Yeah.
For real, homie.
Play me a wall ball. No, I'm just playing.
No, man. But, yeah, moving on. So this isn't on the topic list, but I did want to talk about this. I am currently off on some foods right now, bro. Like, I can't fuck with them no more. And the reason why, so last week, you didn't see me much because like I'm pretty sure I got food poisoning. Oof. But we went and got Wednesday night, me and my girl went and got some sushi. And we wanted to go to like our normal spot, which is we try and go to Sushi all the time. Pretty good shit. They got some nice stuff, but they had like a 45-minute wait when we walked in.
They be packed, bro.
I know. It was the one over here. This is the first time we ever tried to go to one in like in Stone Oak.
Oh, okay.
And so like I don't know, we just chalked it up to like I guess like low staff. And so like there's another one right around the corner called Sushi 7. And like we were just like, fuck it, let's just go there.
That sounds like a no-go.
And I mean, here's the thing. We go, it was good. We killed it all because what we do is we just order, we each get like 2 rolls and then we just share. And it's like we were both eating the same shit. The only thing I can think of is she didn't get eel sauce, and I was dipping my shit in eel sauce, and she didn't try the Philadelphia roll that I got. But I was good. Like I smashed it. I ate my shit. She had a couple pieces left over. I ate hers. And then we go home and like I'm asleep, and at like 3 a.m, I wake up and I almost throw up on myself. Ooh. And like I just get up and go to the restroom, and then it's like I take care of business and I try and lay back down, and it's like 30 minutes later it's like, nope, you gotta go to the restroom again. And then like from then on, I was like all Thursday, all Friday, just like it was bad, fool. Like my ass was like a leaky faucet. Like it was disgusting, dog. And I was just like, the only thing I could think of was it was the restaurant. So it was like, like I couldn't stop it. It was just horrible. But I'm like at the point because I went to HEB today to like get some shit, and I walked in like oh shit. The sushi stand, you know, like how they're making the shit, like just the sight of it made my stomach turn. Like I walked in and saw it, and I was just like, "Oh, that looks gross." And I was just like, "I'm off on sushi right now, all together, bro." Like it was, Oh my goodness,
man.
It was hard, dog. Like I was taking shots of Pepto for like 2 days straight.
You know, I'm laughing so hard. It's because I know what the fuck he was going through.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I've had food poisoning maybe like twice in my life, and each time I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, what's going on? Like, am I dying? Like, man, hold on, let me catch it.
No.
Oh fuck. Okay, so so first time, right? I get done with a gig at London. Remember that shit, London Pub?
Yeah.
You know how they had the Taco Cabana like right outside? Tell me why. I mean, I go and I get fucking a chicken quesadilla.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I fucked up, right? Because if it was just cheese, I'd have been cool. But I got chicken, and when I was eating, I was like, man, this shit just it ain't tasting right. But I finished that bitch.
Yeah.
And I figured it was because like the pico on there or like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I woke up that next morning, I was like, and then I'm throwing up in the toilet, and I'm like,
uh-oh.
and nigga, my eyes got big. I was like, oh man, the other side. No, why is this happening to me? And this is on a fucking Friday, and I have a gig on Friday. I'm fucked up like all day. I didn't even go to work during the day. I'm chugging Pedialyte. I'm fucking eating, what's that shit? The Imodium AD.
Yeah,
like,
Imodium.
I'm doing everything. I'm drinking ginger tea. Like, I'm fucked up. I'm laying in bed, and at the time I was at my parents'. And so my mom, she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, she's like, why are you just in your room all day? I was like, yeah, you don't understand. Like, it's coming out both sides. I'm dying. She's like, shut up and drink some water. Like, eat some crackers. So I had it real bad then. And then not too long ago, it was during like the pandemic. One of my friends had a little get together over at me and my parents, we all went over there. And they had like a big ass platter of like the HEB sushi.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't think nothing of it. And I was just like grabbing pieces off. Nigga, I grabbed about like 4 or 5 random pieces. And then I ate like all the other food on top of that. And so I'm thinking, I'm like, the next day, it wasn't this food poisoning shit, it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
I just felt nauseous and it just, booty was leaking. But but I made it. But yeah, so I was like, man, what the fuck did I eat? I was just like, so I called my mom. Like, I was like, Mom, did you eat any sushi? Like, she's like, nah, I ain't fucking touched that. She's like, that's probably why you sick. And yeah, so sure enough, I think it was that.
Yeah, it's just sushi's like one of those foods that you don't want to get sick off of because like it ruins like a bunch of shit for you. Like rice is like I'm out on rice too because a lot of the sushi was like rolled in the rice, and I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to fuck with it.
I would say now though, like most of the shit that I get, it's like either like tempura or like fried or some shit like that.
Yeah, so that's what we normally get. It's like we tend to get like 2 fried things
or like the vegetable rolls.
Yeah, and then like 2 like whatever random rolls you want. But it's
I mean, even though sometimes too it's like the fish is cooked. I mean, if it's been sitting out for a minute,
that's what I think.
It's just
But it was one of the cases where like it wasn't bad going down. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't taste a discrepancy while eating it.
But it was bad coming out.
Yes.
The one thing I noticed about that the Taco Cabana though is like when I was eating, I was like, this shit just don't taste right.
Yeah.
But it's fucking 3 a.m. I'm hungry as shit. Like I'm trying to like get my little grub session in, and nigga, when I woke up that morning, my stomach had it out for me. That shit was crazy. I never felt like that. And then like the pain in your stomach that goes along with it, it's just like I would imagine that's what it feels like to have a period. Because my shit was fucked up. I was like, God damn, this is what women gotta go through? Shit,
not for me.
Once a week, once a month?
Not for me.
It's like, fuck.
Mine was more like my stomach just never felt settled. And then I was like sweating profusely. You know what I'm saying? I had
the sweats too.
Like I had to like lay down. Like I didn't even work that day. Like I was like, cause man, I couldn't focus. Like I was like, fuck, man. My dog was like looking at me like, nigga, when are you gonna take me out? I'm just like, bro, I'm gonna die if I take you out.
He's
bro.
like, we both gonna be shitting outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna be shitting next to you. I'm gonna be looking like Smokey in the bushes. Like, this is crazy,
Hey,
bro.
Mike back here taking the shit. Oh, man.
Just, oh, my goodness. But, yeah. But the two foods that I'm out on are sushi and eggs. I can't do eggs right now. Uh-oh, it's your girl.
Oh, man.
Fran.
She's so... Even now, she still look good.
Fran. The big old hoops. I forgot she's in this movie.
Dang. All right, anyways. Yeah, no, but that stomach pain, that's how I knew I had it bad.
Ugh.
That shit, like, it feels like somebody, like, I don't know. My stomach was, like, contracting.
Ugh. So my girl made salmon last night.
You're
And, like, I had to, like, I was like, yo, please, like, because she was going to sit on the couch next to me. I was like, nah, man, you got to go. Like, please go to the room because that smell is just, oh, it's fucking nasty, dog. Like anything fishy now, I'm just completely out. But the eggs part, I made eggs like a couple months ago, and I don't know. I think the eggs were old, maybe. And it's just like after I ate them, I immediately got nauseous, and then like the smell of eggs was like, you know, after you cook them, it's like in the kitchen, in the air. So it's like I like clean the kitchen real fast, trying to just knock that smell out because I couldn't fuck with it, and like. Ever since then, I haven't eaten them. Like, we got more eggs, and I just haven't fucking touched them. I'm just like I don't want them.
Yay, more eggs.
Yeah, it's just like, kind of fucked it up because I used to look forward to, like, Sunday morning making and eating, like, breakfast and shit like that. And now I'm just like, nah, I'm good. We good.
Yeah.
So, let's get something else.
Very rarely does it happen. But, I mean, it sucks for me because, like, I'm always, like, very fast food.
Yeah.
So I'm always getting shit that's convenient. And then, you know, you run into situations like Taco Cabana. It's funny, all these years of me eating Taco Bell, and it's never done that to me, and I eat Taco Cabana, and that shit
That's crazy. It's normally vice versa.
Yeah.
Most people will tell you it's the other way around.
That shit almost killed me.
I don't fuck with, I can't eat breakfast from Sonic because I got food poison. That's why I don't like Sonic, because I've gotten food poisoning twice from them.
Yeah.
One time I got a breakfast burrito, and same thing, like I was dying. And then I gave it another chance like 5 years later with a burger. Same thing. I was just like, nope. Never eating it again.
Fucking with that. And it's crazy because, like, when that whole shit happened, my mom was like, well, call them and let them know. So that way they don't serve. And so I called the lady. I was like, I just want to let y'all know I almost died eating y'all's fucking quesadillas. So be careful when you serve them to other people.
You might want to throw that chicken out.
Have a good day. Yeah, so that shit is wild. Just be careful what you eat, man, because...
Yeah.
You definitely don't want, like, food poisoning bad.
It's terrible.
That shit is the worst.
It's never been bad enough to where I had to go to a hospital or something.
Yeah, not that bad. But when it lasts, man, that shit probably lasted, what, Friday, Saturday? Probably like 2 days.
I was feeling better on Saturday, but my waist still wasn't solid, we'll say. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't feel better for like a week.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, man. It's just everything you look at, you're like, ugh.
Bless, my guy.
Thank you.
But moving on, it is the season, as we know, unfortunately, and that means people are out in the malls, people are shopping. I went to North Star over the weekend, and I also went to the outlet malls, and I don't know if this is just me or me and my girl or whatnot. I got a pet peeve when I go to the mall, bro. I hate slow walkers. Like, I can't stand it. Like, it pisses me off. Like, I got to keep the traffic moving in a mall. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm the type of person, especially when I go by myself, I know what I'm going for. I know the stores I want to go to. So I just go straight to them and shit. Get what I want or look whatever I want to look at, and I dip. I'm not lingering in the mall. But I can't stand, like, when you're walking in the mall and, like, you like get behind somebody and they're going slower than the speed of the foot traffic. And it's just like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Are you taking in the sights? Like, keep it fucking moving. Like, you can't see specials from here anyways. Like, what's going on?
It's crazy because I don't know how many people feel like that. But, like, when I go to the mall, because, like, usually I go by myself.
Yeah.
And then usually, like, I'll go during the day when there's not a lot of people there.
Me too.
So
I prefer that.
Yeah.
I prefer that.
That way I don't run into that. But when I do, I'm a little bit more forgiving when it's, like a group of people. But if it's, like, 2 people in front of me, like, walking slow as fuck.
Yeah.
That shit is the worst. And then what makes it even more, like, upsetting is, like, they're walking in front of you, you like go to try to get by them, and there's like people there, and it's just like it's like, come on, man, get the fuck out the way. Like, keep it to one side. Like, if you're gonna walk slow, like, use the out, like closer to the shops or whatever, and then the people like that are running, just let them niggas go down the middle.
You got to move with the flow of traffic, my guy. But like, yeah, when we got in there, it was like a couple in front of us, and it's like, I'm holding my girl's hand and like walking, and like as I'm talking to her while walking, I'm realizing that we're slowing down, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I look in front of us, and this couple's just like, oh my god, and babe, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, yo, and I like look at my girl. I'm like, hey, this way. We're doing this. We're doing this. She's like, thank you.
Oh, when people stop like abruptly right in front of you.
Oh my god! Like, let's go in here. Let's go in here. I think we should go in here. Like, oh my god, just make up your fucking mind.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the thing. And then when we were leaving, we got behind somebody else who they had. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They had a knee injury because I saw something wrapped around their knee. And like, same thing, like we're at a nice pace, we're making moves, and then we start slowing down. Like, what the fuck? And I like see the thing on her knee. I was like, yeah, we got to get around this shit.
You get a pass, lady.
Like, fuck this, but yeah,
keep it to the side. I feel like I appreciate the people that understand that they're slow and they kind of move over, but the people that are oblivious to like the shit that's going on around them, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's the shit that I don't like. It's slow. So I feel like that's the same thing for you. Because like there are all those people that are slow, but then they like look back just to see if nobody's behind them. And if somebody is, then they'll move to the side. But there's a lot of people that are just like, fucking.
Yeah, it's like, no, the world revolves around us.
Goofballs, yeah.
You guys are all walking in our world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like,
you got to go at our pace.
Like, yeah, fuck that. That pisses me off. But yeah, so that's my big pet peeve about the mall, Other than that, the cologne dudes are still weird.
Yes. I hate how them niggas try to act like your friend. Oh yeah, I know you.
No, you don't.
Remember
nigga.
We played ball? I'm like, and they do, and it's slick because they do that shit so they could talk to you. They're like, oh, hey, are you still gonna be at? And then I fucked up one time and I was like, nah. I was like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
And no, because I think what it was like, I seen you somewhere before, like downtown. Was it at? And I was like, and I said a club. And he was like, yeah, that's the place.
Oh, this nigga. Oh,
and I was like,
gave him the end.
And then he's like, all right, so we got these oils over here. And I was like,
fuck. He got you.
It's like, this nigga's good.
He snake oils you, dog.
He got, I was like, fuck, no, I don't want to buy this shit that smells like fucking Polo Red. I don't even like Polo Red.
So I'll never forget one of them. It was Rolling Oaks Mall, and I was a young kid. And they finessed my mom. Ooh. And ever since, she bought it and everything, like, because she's just too nice. She couldn't say no. And she got the income to do it. She don't give a fuck. So she got finessed out of this bottle of perfume that she never used at all.
She probably still got it.
Yeah. And like, I just knew from that day forward, I'll never let them fuckers get me. And I remember one of the worst ones was also Rolling Oaks Mall. Like, this guy, like, he kept,
was it the dude with the afro?
No, he didn't have an afro. This dude had like a ponytail. Motherfucker like jumped in front of me and was like, wait 1 minute. And I was like, motherfucker. And I hit him with like the N1 crossover. I was just like, and I just flipped on the other side of him. Like, fuck out of here, dog. Like, why would you do that? Like, who jumps in front of somebody? Like, I don't want your Eastern oils that bad.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Niggas is wild, dog.
And it's funny because like, they just like they're creative with the ways that they approach you, and sometimes, but I mean, if you're up there enough, like, like, hey, I'm not talking to this guy because I don't want no goddamn oil. But then there was a post like a while back on Facebook, and it was like, if you've ever been to Rolling Oaks Mall, this guy, and it's the dude that sells the oils with the afro. And I was like, yo. Yeah.
You done got me.
Hey, like, what's up, OG? What's up, OG? How you doing? Yeah,
I think he's the one who's always like, because normally I'll keep my shades on when I go in there, just so I don't have to make eye contact with him. And I walked by him like twice one time. He's like, yo, I like them shades, dog. Yo, them shades is not, mind you, these are cheap ass gas station shades, bro. He's just like, I like them shades, bro.
He'll point shit out though.
He's like, yo, man, them nice shades, dog. Hey. Yo, come show me them shades.
Hey, where'd you get that t-shirt?
Nah, fuck out of here.
Where'd you get that t-shirt?
Yeah, very perceptive. I'll give him an E for effort, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn it. But it's funny too, because like now it's like at Rolling Oaks and then like at North Star and shit, you got the girls that sit behind the counter and they try to like slang you want some cologne? And they hold this shit out.
At North Star, like, I heard a dude like walked by and she just like held it out. He's like, no, no.
I hate being a dad. Sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I don't mean it to come off like it is a dick, but I'm just like, nah, I'm not good. I don't want no goddamn cologne.
Would you like to try a sample? It's not just a sample, bitch.
You gonna sit here and try to talk to me and pitch me for fucking 10 minutes, and I don't got time for that. I'm in here trying to buy something and leave.
I wonder, like, if do they get paid by the samples they give out? Like,
I have no idea.
There's got to be like something in there about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd love to go into the mind of an Easter oils dealer, you know?
Man, I don't know. They be on it though. You know what I could appreciate about those dudes though? Is that they're actually out there trying to like make sales on shit, and a lot of people are just expecting business to come to them.
Just walk up
and you
to
be
them.
seeing people like on their phones and shit, and just walk by.
There's plenty, especially the back end of North Star. When you get over there closer to like Macy's and shit like that, there's a bunch of girls with like their hair booths and shit, and they just be like chilling, not doing shit. And I'm just like, you ain't getting no fucking business today. Like, what's going on? You know,
and it's always like some weird looking, like, I don't know. Some of the girls be looking strange sometimes. And they be fucking like eyeballing me. I'm like, what? Like, you can't do my hair. You're not gonna. I'm not gonna buy a fucking straightening iron or whatever.
They want to touch your hair though.
Yeah.
It's like, can I touch your hair, please? But nah, man, it's just the mall. You know, it's the season again. It's gonna be filling up. So all you people out there, when you go to the mall, just be on the lookout and walk with the flow of traffic.
What are some other mall pet peeves?
Oh man, see, I should have thought deeper about this.
You only thought about the one.
I just thought about my one because that's.
And I was thinking about the same shit too. I was like, the only thing I really hate is people walking slow in front of me.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that's what I meant to say. Have you ever been like shopping somewhere and like it's either like one of the employees that work there, or it's just some weird person that's kind of like hovering in the same spot that you're shopping at? Like, why the fuck are you right here? Like, why you gotta be right next to me? Like, I remember I was at I think it was H&M. Yeah. And I was looking at tees, and this dude, like every rack that I went to, he was like right behind me on the same joint. Yeah. And like not far, like how me and you are close right now. Like I would look at his shirt, and he'll be on the next one, and then right after I would get done, he would like look in the same shit. I'm like,
this young fellow looks like he has taste. Let me see what he looks at. Maybe I can find something.
So I just started looking at random shit like baby clothes, and
should have went to like the bikinis or something.
Yeah, it was like, ooh, this is nice.
I took it off and put it on. No, the one that I have is it's similar to that, but it's the aspect of when so when we were in H&M. I get my shit first because, it's upstairs in North Star, and I come down and my girl's she's trying shit on in the dressing room. So before I know that she's trying shit on, like I look around in the women's section and I look like I'm looking for someone, but it also, I guess it can look suspicious when I'm doing it because like, I'm looking for my girl and I'm just like, where the fuck is she at? And then like I like pull out my phone to text. So like I feel like people start like following me.
Cause you're black.
Thinking that I'm suspicious as shit. And I'm just like, God damn it, I'm holding a fucking bag. Like I'm not trying to be suspicious, but it's just I hate that when like she'll be in the dressing room because like I shop faster than her. Yeah. So it's just like, damn, man.
I've been on some shit lately too. It's just like where I grab a bunch of shit at once. Normally like when I go to the mall, I just buy like a t-shirt or whatever. But now I'm buying like a lot of shit at once. And so like people will see me grabbing a bunch of shit and they'll kind of like watch me. I'm like, why the fuck I'm gonna pay for this? Like I'm finna run out the fucking door.
Hey man.
And even if I did, y'all got a no chase policy.
Yeah. No chase policy, baby. Gotta hit them with it.
What's that episode of Atlanta?
Yeah.
It's like they got a no chase policy.
All he can do is keep giving me great customer service.
And that nigga dips. Oh shit, I can never do that though.
That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. But
what is it? Hold on. What is it about women? Why? Because okay, like I would go shopping and like I'm a kind of person like I can run in somewhere, I can look at something, and if it piques my interest, I'll go check it out. And if they don't have my size, then I'll dip. I don't sit there and like look around.
Yeah, girls have to touch every article of clothing.
Okay. Essentially, that was just me because
No. I learned that long ago. I grew up with two sisters, bro. School clothes shopping was the worst. The best thing that ever happened to me was when my dad was like, "I'm gonna start taking Mike shopping for clothes." Like it's like fucking pulling teeth, bro. Yeah. And I mean that's no shout. That's not slander to my girl or anything. It's just that I know women touch every article of fucking clothing that appeals to them. Me, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna buy it. 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 I'm I scan and I'm just like, that looks nice. Wonder if they got my size. Go straight to the back. Don't see my size, keep moving.
Yeah.
And I just keep going. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I go into the mall with in mind of what I'm looking for. And I think a lot of girls don't do that. They're just like, well, whatever pops up, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
If there's something interesting, I'll take it. Like me, I'm just like, I want a hoodie. Let me see if they got a hoodie.
Do you try stuff on?
No.
See, I used to not. And the only reason, okay. So I'll give you a couple examples. So I used to work in retail. And
what is he doing?
I would often see people come in and they would like grab a bunch of shit and I'm like, would you like to try that on? And they'd be like, no, that's good. And then you see them back the next day and they're like returning everything and I'm like, fuck. So I'd make it a point to be like, hey, be sure like this is what you want, because then you're gonna have to make another trip back here.
So my issues are never like, even if it is size, it's always just a little bit tight. Anything that like I know I can't put it on, then I'll eventually turn it back in. But that's so rare for me. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's the case, it's like an error and normally that would happen with pants. It's like an error in the pants.
Like it's always pants for me. Like I'll buy a bunch of pants and I'm just like, fuck. I get home, I put them on, I'm like, oh damn, like, and they're the same style, like the same
it's like
cut.
Your same size, but it's like that one pair of pants they sewed a little too tight, some shit like that, so it doesn't work. So that'll happen to me. You know what is a pet peeve? Because I saw this. I hate people who try shit on just in the store. Don't even go to like the fitting room.
They just right there.
They just put that shit on and then just throw it back on the rack, not even the right way and shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
See, I do that with jackets. I try on a jacket in the spot.
You can. I saw homies like
a whole shirt.
Like they took a fucking button up. He took off his white shirt, had his wife beater, took a button up, put it on and buttoned it all the way up, then looked in the mirror and was like, yeah, I don't like it. And took it off and just threw it on top of the rack. And I was just like, what the
I hate
fuck?
that shit too, because like working retail is like we take our time to fucking like recover the whole store and like make everything look neat and presentable. And people will grab fucking stacks of shirts and be like, oh, like, so we'll try to go over there and be like, hey, what size did you need? And we're not asking you that size so we can try to sell you some shit. Yeah. We're asking you that so we don't have to refold the whole fucking table.
Exactly.
And so we'll go and like we'll pick their size and give it to them. But most people are like, nah, I'm good. And then they'll just fucking sit there and demolish the whole table. And I'm like, god damn, bro. Like, fuck, what does your closet look like? Because you just fucked this whole table up. Yeah.
And we talked about this on an earlier episode about like I hate people who don't put shit back where it belongs in the store or fucking up stacks. Like
they just toss it.
Yeah, I have my method of how I find the shit that I like. But it's just like, to me, I just look at the person who does that and I'm just like, you fucking animal? Like, who taught you your manners?
The only time I'll really like leave some shit like in a place where it's not supposed to be is if I'm in like a hurry.
It has to be a hurry.
Yeah.
More likely I'll always like put it in my mind to like, I'll double back to that side of the store to where I have to put it back.
I'll even be nice enough to like, if there's like a worker close by, I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry, like I'm just gonna can I put this here, like is that cool? And then like I'll dip out. But
you gotta get
some people are just like, fuck it, they'll just leave milk in the random. I'm like, put that shit back in the cold stuff, bro. Like what the fuck is you doing? But
it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but I've seen that before. I've seen like milk in a like on the fucking like the chip aisle and shit. Like what?
It's like it was fucking warm now. I gotta throw that shit away.
Savages. But as we wrap up, we get closer to the end. It's time to get in the music corner.
Yes, sir.
And this music corner is a special music corner.
Very.
So we can do this two ways, Shaku. We can do like our normal ride and skip, or we can just say, or I can just say that Allure is the best song on the album. I want you to convince me it's not. Either or.
Fuck.
Either or, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all don't know what we're talking about, oh shit, it's Bill Cosby. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, we're talking
kids.
This is so problematic. He's telling him about his conquest in the 70s.
What we had is this thing called a Quaalude.
Oh, God, this is horrible. Please don't cancel us. Please don't cancel us. But so the Jigga Man, way back in 2003, released his magna opus. Is that how you say that? I don't know.
Opus,
yeah, something like that. He released the Black Album, and this was supposed to be the album that he was going to retire on, and he did for like 2 years, and then
I come back like Jordan, wearing the 4-5,
and I hate to play games with you, but when I was revisiting this today, I'll say this. I do still like this album, but I will say this one and probably Blueprint 3 are the two albums of Jay-Z's that have the most songs on it that I don't care to ever hear again. And that's not a indictment on Jay-Z. It's an indictment on the radio station and how they butchered these songs back in the day by like just running them into the fucking ground over and over again.
My fucking my Google thing. Hold on.
Hold up.
Hold that thought. Pause, people. Why does that shit do that?
So my friend has a haunted ass Google Home that just at random started playing "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" while we were recording.
That shit was creepy as fuck. The ghosts just keep making it like themselves more known.
This will be the last podcast from this location. We're moving to a neutral
hey,
site.
Hey, Chuck, we here. We just wanted to say hi and play "Rocking Around the Fucking Christmas Tree."
It's like, yo, I know this song.
That's weird. Or maybe it's because I opened my phone. I'm just gonna chalk it up to because I opened my phone.
Yeah, well, just tell yourself that to sleep at night, you know. But what I was saying, Black Album, the Retirement album is good. But what I was getting to was like the radio murdered a bunch of songs by like just playing them into the fucking ground to a point where like I'm good on them, and it's easily Encore, Dirt Off Your Shoulder, and 99 Problems. Like I can go the rest of my life without hearing either of those songs, and I'll be great. Like I liked them when they came out, but then after the radio butchered them, it was just like I'm good on this, and that's the feeling I get with Blueprint 3 when it's like Empire State of Mind, on to the next one. What's the other song on there? Oh man, I can't even remember the other one on there, but it's like the radio just took those songs and was like, fuck it, we're just gonna play these into the ground for a year straight. But no, Black Album, definitely great. Still love it. What's you got favorite song, or is it Allure also?
Okay, so I listened to Jay-Z before, but I only listened to Jay on, what was it, the H to the Izzo? Mm-hmm. Right? I really wasn't big on Jay until the Black Album, honestly. I've heard his shit before, but like I really didn't start listening to Jay. Because I mean, at that time too, it was like 2003. I was what grade were you in?
I was a sophomore in high school. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm old.
So I was a freshman.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The way we listened to music back then was different, and we, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so during that time too, it was like I was on. I don't even remember what the fuck I was listening to, like Blink-182 or some shit. But, anyways, I'm just going off on the fucking thing. But so this is really like my first introduction, not first introduction, but first time really like listening to Jay. So I think the only reason I got it is because my dad at the time, when he had bought a new car, he had just bought like his first like brand new car. This nigga was hype, and it was around the same time the album came out, and so he had that shit in the car, and he had that album on fucking repeat, and so I knew all the songs, and I was like, oh shit, Jay's dope. Yeah. Like I didn't really like listen to that nigga like that, so then that's when I started digging deeper into like Jay-Z shit. But just with that being like my first experience with like really digging into his music like that, I would say like this album was probably one of my favorite albums. So yeah.
So to me, it was more like so my discovery of Jay-Z was like, of course I remember Hard Knock Life. Yeah. But the first album I ever listened to of his was the Dynasty Rock La Familia.
See, and like I would hear songs off all of those projects, right? Yeah. But the first like full album I listened to was not first full album I listened to, but like first album of his that I listened to was Black Album. Yeah. But like I heard songs like Hard Knock Life and H to the Izzo and like all that shit.
So I remember like playing Rock La Familia to death. Like at one point in my life, I'm ashamed to say this, I could probably recite like the first half of Rock La Familia word for word, just because that was my shit.
That's me with the G on that album. Yeah, Beg for Mercy.
So when Blueprint comes out, I'm a fan. I love it. Blueprint's amazing. And then what happens is he drops Blueprint 2, and it doesn't live up to the hype to me. Like, I don't like Blueprint 2. I remember my mom got it, and she was like, "You want this?" And I like played it like a couple times. I was like, "No, you can keep it." Yeah, so I'm good.
Yeah, here you go, Mom.
And so when I hear like Black albums dropping, and then all of a sudden it was like it made like news waves when it was just like, yeah, this Sean Carter says this is gonna be his last album and he's retiring. I was like, fuck, Jay's gonna retire? It's like, damn, that sucks. But then it's like I heard it and I was like, okay, this is the Jay I remember. Like, this was the comeback album for me for Jay. It was just like, okay.
And look at him now, almost 20 years later.
Yeah, not retired at all. Lying motherfucker.
Over here producing movies and shit.
This nigga.
But yeah, we can do a real quick rider skip.
Okay, we can do that. What we got? So we got the interlude. You can skip it. I mean, it's just talking.
Yeah.
It's nothing special.
December 4th. Man.
Good song. You got
Just Blaze on the production too.
Yeah, man. Ye was tripping when he said that.
Yeah, Ye was tripping. I'm sorry, Ye. I'm a big fan, but you was tripping.
But you got
Just Blaze shit.
What more can I say? I'm still riding.
What more can I say?
Now I'll tell you this. Next one is Encore.
Encore, I liked it before the radio fucked it up. So yeah.
So that's what I was gonna say. I liked it back then. I prefer the mashup version with Linkin Park.
Oh,
I prefer that version a lot more, but we can still ride to it. Change clothes. We riding?
We riding.
Okay. It's a funky little ditty. Dirt Off Your Shoulder.
Still riding, just cause the beat.
I liked it back then. I'll still ride to it. Threat.
I'm riding.
Back in the day, this was the one that I skipped. Just because, like, it starts with the talking. Yo, there's threats, nigga. Threats, nigga. Like, I used
stuff you on the mattress, side the mattress like drug money, nigga.
I used to skip it for some reason, and I don't know
that
why.
Beat
but
on
it's
there.
still, it's still sick. It's sick.
Yo, Ninth Wonder did his shit on that.
Hell yeah. Moment of Clarity.
That was a skip for me then, but I'll ride to it now.
99 Problems. Skip now?
Yeah.
Okay. So interlude, this is the one. So this is the moment track for me.
Dog,
this is the one. So, because when the album came out, it was November. Yeah. So November 2003, they moved me up for playoffs, for the varsity playoffs in football. And I remember walking in the locker room, and the moment was somebody had put this song on. So it's like, as soon as I walk in, it's like, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. And like the locker room is going fucking nuts. And I'm just like walking to my locker, just like looking around like, yo, this is, because at that time I was like, man, I thought only me and my homeboys only like Jay-Z. Like, everybody likes Jigga. Like, damn. And it's just like one of those moments where I was just like sitting in my life. I wasn't playing. I knew I wasn't playing, but it's like I'm getting my shit rather just bobbing my head, like looking at everybody just rapping. Like niggas was doing the thing when you get your boy. It's like, allow me to reintroduce me. Just rapping the lyrics to your nigga in his ear and shit. Like, yeah.
East to the OZ. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ.
Yeah.
I guess even back then you could call me CEO of the ROC. Ho.
Yeah. So that's,
yeah.
That will forever be like one of my favorite songs on this album. But
just to end it, like when you play that shit in the club too, like with people that are like familiar. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are fucking familiar with that song, but just the way that shit hit. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, nigga.
It's just
that shit on Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
Ho, nigga.
Wu-Tang.
Oh shit. All right, so we're going to Justify My Thug.
It's a skipperooski for me, bud.
Yeah, I'm gonna say skip.
It's like, man, the first verse is okay, but then when he gets to that second verse, it's like, damn, Jigga, run out of shit to say. What's going on here, buddy?
Yeah. Justify My Thug.
I like it. And then we got some Kanye production, Lucifer. Love it.
Yeah.
And then we got Allure. Best song.
I would skip my first song.
I do too.
I just don't like it for some reason.
It's a great way to end the album, I guess.
They should have ended with Allure.
Yeah.
I don't know why I get so high. Oh man.
And so that's the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because Elliot Wilson posted that clip from Fade to Black where it's like Pharrell in the studio and he's like calling him after he makes his beat and he's like, yo, you finishing the album tonight. Yeah. You finishing it tonight. And I was just like, man, I want to hear that.
I just played it. I got that shit on DVD somewhere.
Yo, Fade to Black was a movement, dog. Shit, yeah. Like that shit was crazy. How many artists, they released their retirement album and then they released an accompanying DVD with it. Like, yo, DVDs was major back then. Yeah. Like, yo, it's like, Mom, I gotta go to Best Buy and get Fade to Black, Mom.
Now everybody's just like, I'm gonna do this YouTube drop.
Yeah, it's YouTube drop, SoundCloud connection.
I would say the first person I really fuck with on like the vlog type shit though, as far as like artists go, was probably Wiz Khalifa. Yeah. Because he was doing like the day-to-day like Wiz Khalifa shit.
Got off. Blew up back then off of that shit. But those you call the blog rappers or whatever, that generation.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that is Black Album. It's a classic. Please go pick it up. Well, don't pick it up. We'll give it a spin if you like Jay-Z.
I'm gonna say if you don't fuck with Jay-Z at all, just listen to Allure and then you might change your mind.
Also,
that song is fucking amazing.
Also, I want to shout out to Drake. It's he had his 10-year anniversary of Take Care recently also.
Oh yeah, shit.
And so I was juggling between talking about either of those, but I had to go with this because I actually skipped out on Take Care. So yeah, I'm in the minority. Sorry about that.
I always think about that picture that somebody photoshopped and he was like coloring. It said daycare.
And he had his feet up in the air with him.
He had his legs up and shit. Laying like the Katy Perry in the fucking California Girls video.
Yeah. Daycare. That's crazy.
Oh shit. On that note, we're gonna finish up this episode. If you get a chance, make yourself a Thanksgiving margarita. They were delicious.
Quite nice.
And shout out to everybody that's following on any social media, anybody that subscribes to YouTube, anybody that subscribes to the podcast channels on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. I know we've gotten a couple recently, so I appreciate that. And yeah, like we said at the end of every episode, you got any suggestions, recommendations, or anything like that, shoot them our way. We'll check them out,
Yes, sir.
So we'll see y'all next time.
Love you guys. Bye.
Peace.